Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Gold Prospecting at Home. This is episode number 116, and today we have some gold pay dirt from Alaska. It's from a company called American Gold Prospectors. Right here it says BSG Claim 56, Nome, Alaska. Thanks, Brian. So I bought this stuff through Facebook. I don't know if it's still available. I paid $100, that's what shipping included. And when I purchased it, I used my own name. Usually I'll use somebody else, but I used my own name for this. I'm pretty sure the guy had everything all made previously anyway, so it's not like he was going to add extra gold. And he does have a YouTube channel. It's called American Gold Prospectors, and I really like this channel. I'm not even subscribed, but I have seen his videos before. Let's go ahead and subscribe. So, yeah, Brian here, he goes around all over Alaska, and he finds some really nice gold, so definitely go check out his YouTube channel. But in the meantime, I know that this pay dirt's going to be really difficult because I did ask Brian what's up with this stuff, and he said, if I asked him if there was a website or anything, he said he does dredge it up on Claim 56 in Nome, Alaska on Vernon's Dredge Wild Ranger. It was about 25 feet down in the ocean. The gold you will get will be shown on the 2022 show Bering Sea Gold. I mixed the gold with Nome beach sand. So I know this is going to be, I've done Nome beach sand pay dirts before, so I know it's going to be really difficult. So another thing, I'm not going to do a lot of time lapse for this video. So a lot of people have been requesting extended version videos. Like, you like to see the classifying, you like to see the gold panning, you don't like to see the sped up stuff or when I snap and then we skip to it. So I'm just going to let this video run. I don't know how long it's going to go. It might be an hour long. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes with views and how long people actually watch the video to see if I'm going to continue doing this in the future or if it's just going to be a one-off thing. You know, if I only have like an average of 10 minutes view time for an hour-long video, then of course the YouTube algorithm is going to not recommend it to anybody. But if you're watching for the full hour and the video is like an hour and 10 minutes long, then of course YouTube's going to promote it more, and that will incentivize me to just not edit as much and let it run. So anyway, it's already getting long. Let's go ahead, we'll take this down to the panning station, we'll chop it open, and we'll take a closer look at it. Okay, here it is, the BSG Claim 56 gold pay dirt from American Gold Prospectors in Nome, Alaska. Let's take a look at it in a pan. Sweet. Okay, let's rip it open. Now I'm expecting to find lots of black sand, Nome beach sand, maybe a lot of garnets in there as well. At least that's what I've seen from previous gold products, gold pay dirt products from that area. Okay, nice, he has it double bagged. Nice and clean in there. And we also got a sticker. Got to keep that. You can tell there's a lot of black sand in it. I'm going to throw this in a bigger pan just so we can kind of spread it out more and take a closer look. So we've got about, I don't know, maybe 5 to 10 big pebbles in there, and the rest is, you know, fines, black sands and stuff. So let's classify this stuff down, and that'll make it a lot easier to work. So let's take our kitchen strainer here. And as you can see, that didn't do too much. If there's any nice nuggets, they'll be in there. I do see a nugget, actually. Right there we got a little, I would call that a nugget. Cool. Okay, so classifying really makes this whole process of panning a lot easier, especially with difficult pay dirt like this. So we'll go ahead and run it through a 20 mesh. probably a 30 or a 40 mesh after this. I can see some flakes of gold in there just by tapping it around. Right there. Okay, let's do one more classification. This is like a 50 mesh. You can see my screen's dirty there, but that's okay. I think I have too much in there. We'll do about half of that. You can see the screen gets clogged very easily, so I got to kind of tap it out a little bit. There we go. Okay. All right. So all the real fine stuff should have gone through by now. And yeah, as you can see, I've got like dust remaining there. All right. Okay, going clockwise, we have all of our big stuff, next size, and our smallest over here. So we're still not done. There's one more step that I like to do to make this gold panning process a whole lot easier, and that is removing the magnetic material with a magnet. So for this process, I like to use a really strong neodymium magnet. It's just connected to the end of a nut driver here inside of a silver dollar tube. That allows me to remove the magnetic material from dry material. There we go. Got a good amount from the fine stuff. That's going to make it so much easier to pan out. All right, next up. Yeah, not as much there. Small amount, but still going to make it a little bit easier to pan. This minus kitchen strainer size isn't really necessary, but it is fun while I'm at it. Just a few little pieces there. And then the big size we don't have to worry about, but there's 2 or 3 clickers in there. That's just some ironstone there. All right, here's everything that we removed with the magnet. Not a lot less than I expected. So this video might not be an hour long, who knows, but it should be fairly easy to pan through. So we're going to go ahead and pan out the big stuff because we kind of already know what's in there. So let's bring over Crusty Rusty. I'll add some water here and some jet dry. That's a surfactant that'll break the surface tension of the water so the really small gold can't float away. Right, here we go. Can pretty much just pick the pieces out. We'll still pan through it, but we'll pick out what we can. So we got a picker right there. I think there's another one. Yeah, there's another one right there. Another picker. do not see, I don't see any more. It doesn't mean it's there. So let's go ahead and pan this out just to make sure. Yep, no more gold. Nice, so we got 2 nice pickers out of that. Cool. Okay, next size is our minus kitchen strainer. We'll just add it right to this pan so we don't have to wet this one up. Have a look at the material up close. It's kind of hard to explain. It looks like a lot of shale. I think that's what the geology is up in Alaska. When I was up there doing some hard rock mining, I remember seeing a lot of shale and a little bit of quartz in there. Didn't find any garnets yet. It's okay. I'll just slowly pan this off. And we're looking for, actually we're not going to see any gold yet. The gold is all underneath all that heavy stuff. Let's re-stratify. Got a pen left-handed for better lighting. Oh yeah, there's our gold. You can see the gold right about there. Alright, let's spin it back. We'll grab our gold with the snuffer bottle and we'll move on to the next size. Yeah, we got a couple flakes in there. I'm stuck to my glove. Yeah, got 10 nice flakes in there. Grab it with my snuffer bottle if you guys are interested in gold panning kits with snuffer bottles, squirt bottles, and gold pan and everything. Go to kleshgold.com, get yourself one. They're only 25 bucks. Okay, next size. There's a lot more material here, so we're gonna do about a spoonful just to start off, just to gauge the difficulty. If it's real easy, then we can do the whole pan. If it's real tough, then we'll continue doing one spoonful at a time. Oh man, I can see the gold in this classification already. Got to be careful here. A lot of this material is very heavy. It's not as heavy as the gold, but it's closer to the heaviness of gold compared to most other pay dirts, just because of the black sands here. Even though we removed the magnetic stuff, if there is a lot of garnet sand and heavy shale and stuff in there, ironstone, or any hematite, anything that's even non-magnetic but still heavy, it just makes it more difficult to pan. So we got to be more careful. We don't want gold going into crusty rusty. Yeah, there's the gold right there. Gold's starting to show up over there, as expected. I try to clean up as much as I can during the initial panning process. I can see some quartz sands in there. If you look at it closely, you can see that it's starting to get whiter instead of darker. That means there's some heavy quartz in there. You can see it washing off though. I haven't seen any gold go by yet, so that's good. I'm starting to see gold up in here in the first riffle, so I'm going to go ahead and stop right there. I don't want to lose any gold. We'll spin it back and see what we got here. Get more water. Looks like there's some oil in the water. You see that? I don't know if you can see. Looks like there's some oil floating around in the water. The jet dry is taking care of it though. It's not making any gold float, but it's possible that there's oil in there coming from the Alaskan beaches. I know that they use a lot of gas for dredging and stuff up there, and of course it's Alaska. There's obviously oil. So, all right, let's grab it with the snuffer bottle. It's pretty easy. So far, we're at like a difficulty 5 out of 10. This stuff isn't very difficult yet. So I'm going to go ahead and pan the rest of this out. And then this is really going to gauge the difficulty, the finer stuff. We might have to run that through the sluice box. This was pretty easy. I'm going to pan everything out in one shot. There's not a lot of organic material in here, as you can see. It's the water's still very clean, as it did come from 25 feet down in the ocean. Lots of heavy material there. I am seeing some red sand, but I don't think it's garnet. It could be, but it's not as transparent as garnet usually is. I know it's hard to see, but scattered throughout there's little tiny grains of red sand, reddish sand. It's possible that it's garnet. I just want to take my time here. I don't want to get too crazy. A little bit at a time. If you guys have never tried panning for gold, I would recommend it. It's very stress relieving. I'm not thinking of anything else except for panning for gold right now.
Gold? No.
I'm just keeping a really watchful eye, looking for gold. If I'm losing gold, then I got to stop and start panning it back. But I can tell this is probably more like a 6 out of 10 difficulty here. There's no real heavy black sands that are stopping me. I'm not losing any gold. It's panning off pretty easily, but the material is pretty heavy, and the gold is kind of fine. It's not like flour gold. It's flakes, and I can see some gold showing up here. You can see it probably right there in the middle. That's telling me that the gold is traveling with this stuff, and I got to be super careful. but I still want to remove as much as I can because I don't want to have a ton of material in the pan as I'm spinning it back. There we go. If you're sitting through this part of the video, I can make a quick announcement. I purchased a house. I'm as far into the paperwork as further in the paperwork than I've been for any other property I've been trying to get for the past 2 years. And it's still in the Golden area. It has a nice big garage, big 20 by 30 garage that I'm going to be building out. I'll get my wood shop started up again, doing some projects, guitar making. I'm also going to have a prospecting shop. I'm going to split up the garage, and I'll have future videos on this channel showing a lot of that stuff. If you guys don't know, this channel originally was a guitar building and repair show way back in like 2011 when I first started the channel. Then I left the channel for like, I don't know, 6 or 7 years. And then I came back after I moved to Colorado and sold my wood shop and just started bringing my camera out to the river with me. So I can't wait to get back into woodworking. It's been a long time coming. And that's another big stress reliever for me. All right. Yeah, now I'm seeing gold. Now I'm seeing some gold here. There is some mica coming down. Get in a little bit closer. You'll see some mica coming down. It looks just like gold, but the gold is still trapped up in there. Let me tap it up. Yeah, let me know what you guys think of this longer format video. If you like me talking through it or not. I know I've made 100 and something episodes. I just never really asked, do you guys enjoy the longer format videos? Do you like me talking through it? Do you want me to shut up and pan? Just let me know in the comments. There we go, man. Is that a piece of gold floating, or is that a piece of fuzz? I doubt it's gold. I put jet dry in there. No, it's not gold. All right, there we go. Good amount of flakes right there. Now comes the tough part. Now comes the tough part. Okay, last size right here. This is like dust. We're gonna do, of course, a spoonful at a time. Just a little bit. I just want to see how tough it is. And then I think we're gonna run it through the sluice box anyway, just because I have everything set up back there. You know what, let me do a little bit more. Just to show you guys the difficulty level. I think it's gonna be, I don't think it's gonna be too bad. It depends on how small the gold is here, I guess. All right, this is real heavy material. It doesn't want to wash off. There we go. Okay, I see one piece of gold coming through right there. This is pretty difficult. Let me pan it back. I don't want to lose any gold, so I'm just going to pan it back just like this. And right here, I'm watching here to see if any gold's coming down. Okay, there's a piece of flour gold. Oh no, that wasn't flour gold. That's a piece of mica, it's not gold. Alright, I know there's no gold in the back half of the pan. That's why these squirt bottles are awesome, guys. Best kept secret in prospecting right there. Alright, that is a piece of gold. Right there. I'm not going to grab it yet. We'll tap it up. We'll keep panning back. Alright, we're going to see some gold right here. We'll see how fine it is. Yeah, I see a lot of flour gold. Very fine. Like powdered flour. Look at that. That's pretty tough. That's an 8.5 out of 10. So we're looking at an 8.5 out of 10 difficulty on this pay dirt. See that? All right, I'm gonna grab it. All right, I'm gonna grab that with the snuffer. And we're gonna run the rest of it through the sluice box. First, I'm gonna wet it down. Never wanna run dry material through a sluice box. Because if you put dry material in a sluice box, the gold can actually ride the surface tension of the water right over the water and right into your tailings. So we'll just wet that down. Holy cow, man, did you see that? Look at all that gold. That was cool. I was not expecting that. I was just kind of moving it around and turned it to the side and boom. All right, let's run it through the sluice box. All right, 1 spoonful at a time. Right into the top of the riffles here. Just let that run. This sluice box is going to clean this gold up for me. It'll clean up probably 90% of this stuff. It's not running as fast as I'd like it. Is my bilge pump messed up? Alright, something's wrong with my sluice box. I gotta troubleshoot that and I'll get recording again. Alright, so my flex tape actually came loose there. So I just cut that off and we're going to reinstall this. This stuff is real sticky. And this lasted for a good 2 years, so no complaints. If you can't find a fitting for something like this, then flex tape, not a sponsor, it actually works real good. Alright, we got the sluice box running again. It is working. I can see gold up in here. I'm just going to go ahead and spray out the pen right into the riffles up top. Alright, so this little kink in the hose right here, once I straightened that out, it ran a lot better. So it only took a few seconds to clean out this sluice box. You can see the gold here in the vortexes, especially up here at the top. And then as we go down, less and less gold. That's a good sign. So we're going to go ahead and clean this sluice box out and pan out the concentrates. Okay, it's real easy to clean out the sluice. I just have the sluice here in a bucket. I'm just going to turn it on. Cleans it right into the bucket. Hold it up on vertical. Alright, I'm just going to spray these concentrates from the bucket into a pan. I don't know if you could see it. This is fresh water. So, and I forgot to add jet dry, but you can see the gold floating on the surface tension right there. Let's add some jet dry to that. And you'll see it work in real time. See that? Now, we won't have any floating gold problems. Now the question is, did the sluice box save me any time? No. But am I in a big rush? Nope. The sluice box is great for really difficult pay dirts black sands and stuff like that, and running a lot of material at one time. Then I can justify using it more often. But usually for pay dirt, sluice box is just kind of feeding it, and it's not as hands-on, I guess. It's kind of boring. And then you have to pan out later, pan out the concentrates like this, but you can see there's still a lot of material here. The sluice box didn't really remove all that much. But if we had a 5-gallon bucket of material, it would have concentrated that 5-gallon bucket down to this same amount. What the heck was that? Not a gunshot. I live in a pretty decent neighborhood, thankfully. This isn't Hazleton, Pennsylvania. All right. All right, we're starting to see a lot of flower gold right in here. All right, now we're starting to see flower gold coming down. You can see it. Now the best way to do this is just grab it as you see it. Otherwise, it'll be here forever. But it's just a process of elimination here, just washing rocks down to the bottom of the pan, rinsing them off, and continuing that process until all you have left is gold. Okay, now there's a little bit of gold coming down, but I'm going to collect all that gold at the top after I tap it up. Look at that. All right. Hopefully you guys enjoy this longer format video. It's going to be easier for me in the editing room, that's for sure. All right, we're almost cleaned all the way up here. Almost done. All right. Of course, I got to pan this back again to make sure. I know I missed some. One piece that came down. All right, there's just a few pieces of flower gold remaining. And that, my friends, is it. Actually, I still have to clean up what's in here. There's going to be some black sand in here. Not a lot. That's a lot of fine gold right there.
just going to pan this back. Get as much of that black sand separated from the gold as I can before we dry it out. Actually, I could take my magnet to that and see what happens. Yeah. There's a lot of magnetic stuff there. Let's see if it picked up any gold. Of course it did. Never use a magnet on wet pay dirt or concentrates. You're gonna lose gold. Guaranteed. So here you can see I'm kind of going fast, and it's bringing most of the black sands down and leaving most of the gold at the top. That gives me something to work with. So I'm just gonna kind of roughly do it, letting some gold come down, and then I can actually grab the black sand. There we go. When I see a bunch of black sand, I'll just grab it and remove that from the whole process. It kind of works like the squirt bottle, but I know there's gold in that black sand. So I'm going to keep that, put it in a different pan, and we can process that separately. I'm just trying to get things separated as best as I can. It's much quicker than using like a miller table or anything like that, because those things, unless you already have it set up, which a lot of people do, just panning it is more relaxing, more fun for me. See, you can see the black sands are coming down. Just got to take your time. I'm going to grab black sands. I think we got most of it. We definitely got most of it. Alright, I'm going to call that pretty darn clean. We still have to clean up what I removed here, but this we can set off to the side. So you can see why removing the black sand at that point is actually a smart thing to do, because now I only have this much to work with. That, I mean, it's tough to separate. There we go. Look at that. Now I just grab it as I see it. And that's pretty much the whole process. All right. Now let's go ahead and get all this gold into the pan. We will dry it out, weigh it up, and we'll get a value on it.
Okay, we got 1.53 grams of, we'll call it 24 karat purity, because you can resell natural placer gold to pay dirt vendors like myself. If you guys want to sell your gold, if you have gold for sale, go to kleshgold.com, click the sell your gold button. It's easy as that. I'll send you a quote and I'll buy your gold. So let's check out the calculate gold scrap value. $84.88 worth of gold. We paid $100 with shipping. That's well over, that's 84.88% ROI. People say it's not ROI because you're actually losing money, but I look at it, I don't know, I think it's fun. So I recommend this vendor. American Gold Prospectors from Nome, Alaska. You can find them on Facebook. You can find them on YouTube. That was a lot of fun. Like I said, probably a difficulty 8, 8.5 out of 10. A lot of flower gold, a lot of heavy material, especially in the fine material. Even if you remove the magnetic material, it's still pretty tough. So big thanks again to all my Patreon supporters. I couldn't do these videos without you guys. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed, you know what to do. That's all I got for today. Thanks for watching. If you're still here, you're one of the 42% that haven't left. So thanks so much. And also big thanks to all my Major Credit Patreon supporters and channel members scrolling right there. And also, if you enjoyed this video, you're really going to like the other ones linked here. So definitely check those out. And I'll see you guys on the next video.